number one, you've got to plan for the social interactions that are going to come up in life. How are you going to plan for it? Hey, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Waity Lightheart, 50 weeks to 50. We got an update. It's been a few weeks since I did my last presentation to updates, what's going on. A couple great things that are happening are number one, we're down to about 4 pounds over my Mr. Universe competitive weight. Probably realistically, I probably lost a bit of muscle since those days. So I might be a little bit more than that, actually, maybe 7 or 8 from the conditioning. But the point of the matter is we're almost halfway to the goal. I think we're at week 23, week 24. And we've lost about 25 pounds of fat, which was great. I feel awesome, feel fast. Still getting work on the shoulder. We're making progress on the shoulder. But here is the breakthrough. And that was traveling. Traveling, I had to go to Dubai. There's a big event over there, went to Turkey. And then came back. I had to go to, my lady was having a jiu-jitsu tournament in Vegas, and we had to go to Vegas, and it was an anniversary thing. There was a whole bunch of stuff. So life, right? Are you familiar? You're familiar with how your program goes? You're on your program, you're doing your program, you're following your program. And then what happens? Life. Life happens. And what is life? Life is, there's a birthday, there's an anniversary, there's a social occasion, there's a trip. And oftentimes, these events cause problems. And what I mean by they cause problems is they take you off the objective and the goal. And the older you get, the easier things can take you off. So when I was 20 years old, 25 years old, I didn't have a lot of stuff going on. Eat, sleep, train, work. Eat, sleep, train, work. Easy. Now that I'm getting close to 50, I got a lot of things going on, right? We got all these employees. We got all these promotionary partners, affiliates, hundreds there. I've got 250,000 emails, or somewhere between 200 and 250,000, I don't want to exaggerate, of unanswered emails in my email box. My phone's blowing up. We're making business decisions. We're hiring. We're bringing in new people. We're sending a new project. We're writing a book. We're doing all these things, which can take up life. Plus, we got a tour. We got to get some events in. And, then I've got the personal life things. And as someone who is on a diet, someone who is in a training, you've got 2 answers to those questions. When you are set up with a disruptive situation, and almost all of those disruptive situations are social. Almost all of them have to do with a pattern of behavior. So number one, what's the first thing you do? Number one, you've got to plan for the social interactions that are going to come up in life. How are you going to plan for it? Number 2, what is the secrets if you're traveling? Because traveling takes more people out than just about anything. What is the secret of traveling? Well, and planning is part of it. And there's another part that I'm going to tell that you might not think. So let me give you the scenario. So we went on the trip. Number 1, first rule is we brought preparation food, transitory food for the trip, number 1. Number 2, we had sourced out places prior to going where we could get the kind of food that we needed, including we brought literally an Instapot. I brought an Instapot to the hotel. I'm staying at a 5-star hotel in Dubai, and I got an Instapot there. And turned out there was a mall next door and we could get some food. It was a lot easier than we thought. But I've gone places where we didn't, and we were stuck. When I travel, and I almost always lose weight when I travel, here's why. I do not eat on the planes. I fast the day that I fly. I fast. And why is that? Well, you have this thing called hydrostatic pressure inside all of your organs. And when you go up to altitude and come back down, it takes a bit of time to regulate that. And I believe that a lot of the issues with jet lag are related to intercellular pressure variants that happen from flying at altitude and coming back down, especially if you eat on the plane. And you go, well, wait. It was literally, I went to Turkey and then to Dubai. That was my flight path. So it was 20 plus hours on planes, plus getting to the airport, plus going home, plus when I land and get to go to sleep. Both ways, I went 30 to 36 hours without eating. Don't eat on the plane. Don't eat on the airport. Don't do it. Drink some tea, have some water. That's it. Two things. One, the fasting helps you lose weight. Number two, it's easier to reset when you get there. I do suggest if you land and you get to a place and you want to reset, whenever breakfast is, have your breakfast. Start your day with breakfast. If you get in at night, don't eat till the next day. If you get in the afternoon, don't eat till the next day. You go, wait, that could be extra hours. Yes. So that fasting time, especially under the stress of travel, I think sets you up for victory, and it did for me on this case. Now let's go to the exception phase. So planning and fasting, two of the big keys for hitting your goals. This is one thing that I've learned as an executive and someone has to travel and has a lot of demands in my life now, as opposed to when I was young and just competing and could do this easy. Then there's special social occasions. So I had a social occasion. It was a special event for me and my lady. And so we go over to Vegas. It's special, like, what am I going to do? I can stay on my diet and be very, very rigid. I'm 24 weeks in and I'm not building momentum. Never do this within the first 12 to 20 weeks. You need to get momentum. And I did not take a refeed meal until week 20 of this process. 100% compliant, 100% rigidity on my diet. And then I do a refeed day. We'll talk more about refeeds and how you boost your metabolism through having days where you eat tremendous amounts of calories. My biggest refeed day so far this year was 8,000 calories. I was shooting for 10. Hopefully the next one I'll do that. But we went to a restaurant for an anniversary special occasion and we just had at it. We went at it and I didn't feel a shred of guilt. I felt really fun. We had an awesome event. We had a great waiter. It was great food. We sampled all these different dishes. We sampled so many dishes. We had to take some food with us. It was awesome. It was a great experience. And I feel no guilt. Why? Because I did the work beforehand. Do not start your program breaking diets. But when you want to break your diet, do it strategically and do it in a plan and do it in a way that it enhances your metabolism, doesn't take away from it. That's the other key. And so here we are, 50 weeks to 50, down 25 pounds, excited, feeling good, feeling light, shoulders getting better. I got a guy coming in here working on it all the time. I've got eat PMF devices. I got things, it's a problem, but we're not letting it stop us, and don't let the obstacles in life set you. Sometimes those are your foundation. So that's the message this week, 50 weeks to 50. We'll be doing some DEXA scans. It's coming up to the end of the year. We've got Christmas coming in a couple weeks. There's going to be some special stuff. Black Friday, if you haven't checked out the website, we've got some killer Black Friday deals. Check it out. And of course, make sure you pick up a copy of our Sick to Superhuman. It's the rave of the biohacking community, a strategic way of going after biological optimization, what's coming, what's the future is, and what's here now, and how you can best optimize your life. I'm AT Lightheart from everyone at BiOptimizers. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you on the next episode of 50 Weeks to 50. Hopefully, I'm a little bit more regular than last time. Sure, I've been away for a couple of weeks, but hey, that's life. You do the best you can. Take care.